Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. All right, it is Friday, March 24th, and I am going to do a Donald Trump reading. Hooray! Because we all enjoy the drama, don't we? This one's an interesting one. In a sealed decision last week, I'm reading off of CNN. Then Chief Judge Beryl Howell rejected the Trump team's claims of executive privilege for Mark Meadows, John Ratcliffe, former Security Advisor Robert O'Brien, Department of Homeland Security official Ken Cuccinelli, the ever lovely and popular Stephen Miller, and Dan Scavino. So basically, this is in regards to the criminal investigation into the events of January 6th, the insurrection. And these witnesses, Trump was trying to claim executive privilege, that they didn't have to testify because of executive privilege. And Judge Beryl Howell basically ruled against Trump and his lawyers. It's expected that Trump and his legal team will appeal, and I expect that they are going to lose that appeal just like they lost this one. He's not the president. He doesn't get to exercise executive privilege. He does get to delay everything as long as he can. He's really good at that. But, yeah, this is going to happen. So, my question is does this open up the floodgates? Because you can imagine what's going to happen now. If these guys hadn't cut, if they are guilty, and they had a hand in it, and there's exposure of them to this, who's going to race forward and make a deal if they haven't already with prosecutors? Okay, so we're getting down to now core players here in this. So I want to find out what happens. Can you give me an asking spirit kind of, what's going to happen with all this? Give us the story as to what the most likely outcome is going to be now that Judge Beryl Howell has ruled that they are not protected by executive privilege. Happy days, happy family, celebration. I think that's for us. I think that's for people that are interested in knowing what happened, knowing the truth, and everything like that. So, and unhappy days for those against that. And the King of Wands, that's Beryl Howell. So I think or this could even be the Justice Department. But basically what's happening here is we're going to find out. The beans will get spilled, and it was because this was a big decision that was preventing that from happening. So they don't have that protection anymore. They need to make a choice, and they're going to need to act. They can't just kind of act. This for these people that were protected, they cannot be tepid in their response. They're going to have to be vociferous either in their denial of accountability or in their pointing the fingers at somebody else. And they're probably pretty good at both, right? Okay, in the past, we had the Fool. So in the past, this was a brand new journey. Haven't really tried insurrection before. It was kind of a foolish thing, and the Fool card could even represent the play at making this an executive privilege argument. It hadn't been done before, so new journey. The courts are gonna explore whether or not a former president can proclaim or declare executive privilege when they're not in office, and it looks like so far that's not going to be the case. You don't get to have the get out of jail free card for your entire life. Current situation, the Star card. Okay, these are your star witnesses. This is like that kind of that final. This is the big blow. This is going to be the thing that uncorks the dam, and the water is going to come spilling out. Some's going to spill into the lake. Some's going to spill into the ground. Who's going to get their story out first and be the star witness is going to be the one whose water gets to go back into the lake. And those who are too slow, their water is going to spill onto the ground and be useless in this case. It's not going to be integrated back into society. They will not be celebrated. None of these people are going to be celebrated, but some will be celebrated more than others. Overarching energy, Ace of Cups. This is a very stressful time. This is going to be an extremely stressful time. This is not happy, joy, joy. Maybe for like one or two people that wanted to testify but couldn't. I don't know who those people would be. But no. This is very unhappy times. This is going to cause all sorts of stress from Donald Trump to everybody involved in this. This is a mess. And here the lesson to learn is you can only push off the government so long, and maybe taking over the government via an insurrection was not a good idea. One might even argue it's a foolish idea. Okay? Outcome? Do we want to know? Sneaking off. Okay. So 5 and 2. And there's roughly 7, right? Let's see. We've got Mark Meadows, John Ratcliffe, O'Brien, Cuccinelli, Miller, Scavino. So was it 5, 6? All right. And Trump would make 7. Maybe 5 of these guys get off. They find 2 fall guys for this. But I think the outcome is, this is them turning on each other. This is going to be the sneaking off. Overall, it's the message of them trying to do the insurrection. They're trying to pull this off. But in the end, probably 5 of these people, either 5 testify and 2 refuse to, or 5 will try to, 5 will try, maybe 5 try to get away with it, either by becoming state witnesses and cooperating to get a lesser sentence, or maybe they only have two folks that cooperate and 5 walk off. But I suspect 5 of them are going to try and cut deals. 2 of them will probably get good deals, and the rest aren't going to get very good deals out of this. But yeah, I think whether or not all these people go to prison for this, what we're really going to get is the information as to what was happening. And underneath it all is the 9 of Coins. Interesting. Money. They were sitting pretty. They've been able to basically get away with it for quite a long time, and they didn't have to face the consequences of it. They've been sitting pretty. They've got their little bird and their wonderful life and everything like that. But that wonderful life's over with. And now it's, Ace of Cups, it's nightmare time. And what are you going to do to protect yourself? So I think, literally I talk about the floodgates opening. That's the floodgates opening. Yeah, this isn't good. This isn't going to work out really well for any of them. But it's going to work out worse for some of them than others. Okay. Okay, let's ask. How's Donald Trump feeling about this decision? I'm sure that he's lumped in there, but we'll give him his own special time because Donald likes his special time. Center of attention and all that. Apparently he raised $1.5 million, which I don't know if that's a lot or not. Given the outrage and everything like that, is that a lot of money for him in this? Is it not a lot of money? I'm kind of curious if he's disappointed in that. He's got to be disappointed in the outpouring of sympathy. Nobody protesting. That's got to bum him. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is unlucky for him, and it's happening is what's supposed to be happening. There's disappointment. Most disappointment. I think he's disappointed with how many people showed up. He's disappointed with the ruling and all that, but he's still making money. He's still making money, and he can still fight it. And he's going to be calling in favors. He's asking for his base to give him money, more money, and then he's going to call in favors from people who he's done nice things for, and now they owe him something. Kind of like appointing a Supreme Court justice or 3. They owe him. So underneath that, yeah, he's collecting money, he's grifting basically, and he's probably calling in favors. And there he is. So, on the one hand, he's disappointed that he's not the king, yet he's still the king. It's I think, in some ways he's not saying resigned, but this is playing out as expected. Yeah, there's the government, and underneath it is the government. Okay, so that Wheel of Fortune may not be Donald's feelings. I think this is just the general overall card. This is what's supposed to be happening, and the government's driving it. So I was asking how Donald's feeling, and what it's telling me is that he's going to be he's disappointed with this. He's calling in favors. So it didn't tell me how he's feeling. It's telling me what he's doing. What it actually just described the situation in general. Okay. Shall we ask again how he's feeling? Did this upset Donald? Is he really bummed out by this turn of events? I don't know if the spirit will tell us the answer to that. Is he panicking? I mean, I guess all we have to do is go into Truth Social and look for the all-cap posts. How's Donald Trump feeling about these events? Okay, this one wants to stay on top. Going to come up with a new idea. Maybe go on a new adventure. How's Saudi Arabia looking these days? More agreements. Which, is he going to take a hike? He's in cray land. He's not rational. And he's looking for the happy ending on this. And showing strength or weakness, as the case may be. Okay, he's going to go forward. He's going to go forward with his messaging. He's going to come up with new ideas as a way to show strength of his case. He's always got to be strong, right? But he's delusional because he doesn't know what to do to show strength. He doesn't know what strength and weakness is. He doesn't know what's going to work. This is kind of what's going on with that. He doesn't know if he should stay and fight or if he should run. This has kind of still been my thing. Do you make your agreements? Does that mean stay or fight? Or do you run and try and find a new home? He's not feeling anything. It's kind of weird. And you got to remember that he is a narcissist and he's a sociopath and he doesn't think like you and I do. He's looking at this as an opportunity to message. He's looking at this as a way to hold leverage over the GOP. He's looking at this as a way to reconnect with his base. A little bit earlier, we were looking at fundraising, grifting. So emotionally, he's not even bothered by this. He's still trying to plan out his moves and trying to figure out a way to take advantage of this. Okay. I was hoping for a little more answers on that. Not going to get it this time. But I think in the end of the day, this decision by Judge Beryl Howell is not going to bode well for Team Trump and their involvement in the criminal actions on January 6, 2021 for that insurrection. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Give it a thumbs up and a like if you like it. Tell your friends about it. Bring it over to the next family function. Easter's coming up. I hope you have a great night and take care. Bye-bye.